Can you recall the verse for this reference? 1 Chronicles 16 verse 27, KJV. Answer. Glory and honor are in his presence, strength and gladness are in his place. Can you recall the verse for this reference? Genesis 1 verse 2, KJV. Answer. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Can you recall the verse for this reference? Job 9 verse 4, KJV. Answer. He is wise in heart, and mighty in strength, who hath hardened himself against him, and hath prospered. Can you recall the verse for this reference? Titus 3 verse 5, KJV. Answer. Not by works of righteousness which we have done, but according to his mercy he saved us, by the washing of regeneration, and renewing of the Holy Ghost. Can you recall the verse for this reference? Matthew 10 verse 16, KJV. Answer. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves, be ye therefore wise as serpents, and harmless as doves. Can you recall the verse for this reference? Psalms 9 verse 8, KJV. Answer. And he shall judge the world in righteousness, he shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness. Can you recall the verse for this reference? Exodus 13 verse 21, KJV. Answer. And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud, to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire, to give them light, to go by day and night. Can you recall the verse for this reference? Psalms 26 verse 5, KJV. Answer. I have hated the congregation of evildoers, and will not sit with the wicked. Can you recall the verse for this reference? 2 Corinthians 6 verse 14, KJV. Answer. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? Can you recall the verse for this reference? Mark 3 verse 15, KJV. Answer. And to have power to heal sicknesses, and to cast out devils.